Good afternoon. I am Elaine Manzer, Mayor of the Town of Peace River, and I'm just bringing you an update on some of the discussions and decisions that happened at our January 27th council meeting. One of the main items was a clause in our parking bylaw that was brought to our attention. It's sort of an unintended consequence of the clause. So it's now been changed so that vehicles who are unloading or loading, such as campers, construction trailers, lawn mowing equipment, they're allowed to park on the street. But it's a very temporary basis. They cannot be parked there more than 48 hours. So if you would like more details on that, please contact Bylaw and Administration. But thank you for those members of the public that brought it to the admin's attention, because that is quite often how some of our bylaws end up being changed. Over time, things do change and they need to be updated, but sometimes when you get a new bylaw, there's some of these unintended consequences. So check into the new bylaw if you have a holiday trailer, if you're doing some construction and you have a trailer at your house, if you're having a lawn mowing company do some work or whatever, check that new bylaw exemption out. So it should be much better for all sorts of people. Another topic we discussed, or we decided, to extend the ATCO franchise agreement for another 5 years. And that's just, it's a ongoing usual thing for the extension, and it just allows ATCO to carry on operations within our community. One of the councillors, Councillor Ford, brought up also that there's an upcoming provincial crime prevention conference that many of our rural municipalities, as well as the town of Peace River, are involved in, and it will be happening early May in Edmonton. Councillor Ford will be attending as part of the organizing committee. We will also have Deputy Mayor Boychuk, who will be presenting, as well as Constable Arthur Sunday from our local RCMP. So it should be an interesting conference. It's all about crime in Alberta, but in particular, one of the things they'll be talking about thefts and crime around oil rigs and things like that. There was a question that came up. Somebody said, well, why is our new town director of protective services driving a Valley View vehicle? And the reason is that the town of Peace River has entered into an agreement with Valley View so that we can use part of their approvals to have our community peace officers do their jobs right away. So it takes a little bit of time for Peace River to get that to happen, but Valley View was kind enough to make this arrangement, and we thank them for that. The other thing I would like to commend the Chamber of Commerce for once again putting on an excellent Davis Awards, and congratulate the nominees and the recipients of the various awards. The Chamber of Commerce, in case you didn't know, has also moved to a new location. It's just north of the mini Gulf, and they will be having an open house the first Wednesday of February from 11 till 1:30. Other than that, in the community, I would say keep an eye on what's happening for Family Fest on February 17th over at the Baytex and the pool areas. The town FCSS and the Family Resource Network have put on lots of activities free to the community, so for all ages as well, so something to go out and see. Another thing you might drop in on is that our local museum, which has an exhibit on coding that they are doing right now, so it'd be interesting to see that as well. Another thing I'd like to mention upcoming for council is on the first Monday of February, we are having a special council meeting that will be a public hearing with respect to redistricting the area between No Frills and the car dealership into a direct control area for the development that is going on there. The developer is nearing the end of his permissions from various other entities such as Alberta Environment, Alberta Transportation, and also CN. And the town has been helping him with those processes as well as with our own processes. So we hope that we can go through second and third readings so that we have that measure in place and onwards with that development. Another thing that we discussed in council was basically how long I should carry on doing these videos. And we decided that since this is an election year, that they would go on until the end of July. And then there will be 3 months where we will not be doing the videos before the election. And people can still get their information from town Facebook and so on, but we'll stop the mayor's part of that in that time frame. So it will be our upcoming council meeting on Monday will be interesting, and we look forward to that. And I also understand that it's the beginning of the Chinese New Year, which is the year of the snake, year of rejuvenation. So good luck with that as well. And it is Literacy Week, so if you can pick up a book of some sort to read, that would be great as well.